What's up, guys? Welcome to this week's cash envelope stuffing video. Thank you so much for joining me. If you're new here, my name is Brianna. I am 30 years old. I live in Texas. I am an office manager at an air conditioning company, and I currently live in a one-bedroom apartment with my boyfriend, my dog, and his cat. I am currently saving up for my first house, so that's just a little bit of a background about me just to get you caught up to speed. And if you're not new, welcome back. You guys know what's going on around here. So let's go ahead and get into the stuffing. We are going to be doing $375 today. So let's go ahead and get started with car care as always, which is going to be getting $10. I am filming at night, which I don't usually do, and that means my boyfriend is here, and I have stage fright and do not like filming in front of him, so I asked him if he could please play his video game with his headphones on so that he can't hear me, but that means that you might be able to hear him in the background. So if you can, I'm sorry, but it's the only way I can film with both of us here is if he drowns out the sound of me with his game. So there's a little bit of a compromise teamwork type of situation. But anyway, so car care has 500 in the bank, 100, 120, and 130 in there. So that's really good. I'm considering moving that $100 over, but I kind of like having it in there because emergencies happen, accidents happen, and I would like to have some cash on hand in case I do need it. So I'll probably keep the 100 in there until I get like another 100, and then maybe I'll move it over, but we're just gonna play it by ear. Food is gonna be getting $50, and I'm just gonna do 2 20s and a 10. I am bulking up. I can't really say that. I've barely increased my food budget, but I am trying to buy more real food, as in vegetables, meats, and things like that, and it is a little bit more expensive than buying processed stuff, so I am trying to put a little bit more money in food just so that I am able to keep eating healthier and all of that, which is going really good, by the way. Next up is fun, which is going to be getting $15, and I am currently saving this for our trip to Arlington to go see Supercross, which is at the end of February. Happy February, by the way. If you're watching this the day it comes out, it's February 1st, so it's a new month, and I am pretty excited. But as I was saying, Supercross is coming to Arlington, which is not too far from us, so I got us tickets, and that's kind of his Valentine's Day gift from me. So I am saving this money for spending money when we go. So we're at 10, 20, 30, 40, 45, 50, and $55 in fun so far. And then spending is gonna be getting 20. I'm gonna put that right here in this little pouch. I did add my coins to the coin jar off camera just because it's kind of loud and I didn't feel like bothering you guys with that, so I just went ahead and did it off camera. I will kind of temporarily pop the coin jar in here to show you what it looks like, but right now it's just at the bottom. There's nothing to really see, so I just did that off camera. Moving over to the best part, which is sinking funds. You will see that I have a couple of new envelopes. They're not new. I did have them in here at one point in time, then I took them out. And that is because I kind of have a sad update about my house. I'll just go ahead and get it over with. If you are not familiar with what I've been having going on the last few years, I bought land in 2021, worked on saving money and paying off the land for the last 2 years. Yeah, that's right, 2021 to 2023. I got the land completely paid off, and my next steps was designing my house, which I did, picking the floor plan, all of that good stuff. And I went to the bank. So I initially went to the bank and was told by a loan officer, nope, you cannot get approved for a house. You might as well just not even try it. Just save your money and try again in a year or two. And so that was a really short conversation. I probably met with him for literally 4 minutes, and he was just like, no, it's not gonna happen. Try again later. And so I talked to my parents about it, and they went to the bank with me, and we met with another guy, and he kind of told us, oh yeah, you should be able to get approved for this amount, blah, blah, blah. and I kind of based my house plans around that so that I could get to that amount that we all had agreed on. And I met back with him last week just to go over the numbers one more time, just to make sure we were all on the same page. And he told me that I could not be approved. So I'm not sure what happened. Nothing happened. Everything was the exact same. My budget, not the budget, but the estimates actually came in a little bit lower than we initially thought. And so I thought that was a good thing, but he ended up telling me, nope, you can't get approved. You're gonna have a co-signer. And so that's just kind of a disappointing update about the house situation. I don't know if you guys realize it or not, but I've been trying to buy a house since 2020. I actually put an offer in on a house in 2020 and someone just, made a cash offer, and obviously they chose that person. And so we're going on year 4 now. And I know that doesn't seem long in the grand scheme of things, but it feels long. I've been pinching pennies, being very strict with my budget, not buying hardly anything that's unnecessary. I have gone on a few trips, but nothing major, just to like the neighboring state. We did go to Florida once, but basically I've been really, really serious about budgeting for 3 years. And it's just really frustrating to keep being told no. I'm not trying to get upset, but I kind of am. But it's just sad, I guess. I just feel very defeated, and the wind has definitely been taken out of my sails, I guess you could say. So I'm not going to talk about that anymore in this video. I'll, talk about it probably in the future, but right now I'm going to go ahead and move forward. And the reason that I brought up the house situation is because I wanted to explain why I have these different envelopes in here than I usually do, because I want to loosen up my budget a little bit. I've been not giving myself much spending money for a long time now, and I don't work as hard as I do to just not have anything to show for it or to not be able to enjoy any of it. So I decided to give myself 2 envelopes back. I am giving myself my Brianna envelope, which I don't really have a specific purpose for this. I'm just gonna stuff it, and if I spend it, cool. If not, I'll just let it add up. And then if there's something that I want to buy, I can buy it for myself. And then Brianna Budgets I'm going to use this for my YouTube channel or to buy things to support other budgeting people in the community, because everybody has an Etsy, and I'm just so proud of everyone. And I always want to buy things from people, but I don't have the spending money for it because I'm trying to buy a house against all odds. But at this point, I'm just gonna give myself a little bit of wiggle room, and I'm not talking anything huge, but I'm gonna put $20 in Brianna today and $20 in Brianna Budgets. So if I spend this, cool. If not, I'll just let it add up. But these are gonna be in here for the foreseeable future, and these are from Lily. This is my only laminated envelope that I have, and I really love it. It's really cute. It has gold flakes in it. I think that's what it's called, gold flake. I'm not sure, but it's really pretty and I love it. So anyway, moving on. Candy is gonna be getting $10. That is my dog, for anyone who might not know. Oh, we're a little disorganized here. So she has 500 in the bank, 20, 30, 40, 50, 55, and 60. 20, 30, 40, 50, 55, 60. So she has a total of $560. She is the richest one in the family, and she doesn't even realize it. 500 is her little miniature emergency fund that I have for her in my Ally account. Christmas is going to be getting 20. I am just putting 20 into Christmas every week leading up to the holiday, and I have $100 in the bank. I'm not going to keep the money in this envelope because it's going to be a few months until I need to use it, so I'm having it or I'm keeping it in my savings account to be safe and earn interest and all that good stuff. So we're at $120 now in Christmas. The house situation's really got me down in the dumps. I don't want to keep talking about it because it's making me upset, but it's just hard when you've been working for something for so long and it's just constantly out of reach. You feel like you're just running on a hamster wheel and you're like, why am I doing this? It's kind of how I feel right now, but it's because my income, and I can't change my income. I can get a second job or third job or fourth job, however many, whatever you count as a job. I have side hustles and I have YouTube money, but it's just not enough, I guess. And even if I did get another job, you have to be at your job for 2 years for it to count. So I'm just stuck and I don't know where I'm gonna go from here. I don't know what my plan's gonna be, but I'm just gonna go with the flow, I guess, because I don't know what else to do. Clothing is gonna be getting $10. This is a very frail $10 bill. And we're at 20, 30, 40, 50, and 65 in clothing. Next up is gifts, and it's gonna be getting 20. I am saving up for my boyfriend's birthday. Like I said, I did get his Valentine's Day gift, but his birthday is in March, so I'm saving up for that, and we are at $70 so far. I have an idea of what I would like to get him, but nothing for sure yet. I'm still kicking around a couple of ideas. Health is not going to be getting anything, but it has $525 in there, 500 of which is in the bank. And then home is going to be getting 20. We are at 20, 40, 65. And there are a few things that I need for around the apartment that I will be getting from Walmart in the next couple of days, so I'll be spending some of that, but we will see how much I spent next week. All right, next up is new home. I have this money in the bank. I have $2,000 in my savings account, and I am just gonna be adding $100. I typically do $200, but I am giving myself a little bit of wiggle room. I'm not giving up on saving for my house because I'm hoping it does happen at some point in the future, so I want to have money on hand. But instead of focusing solely on the house like I have been for the last 3 years, 2 years, 3, give or take a little bit, I am gonna give myself a little bit more spending money because I don't want to just work and then work and then work and then die. Like, I want to be able to at least enjoy some of the money that I make from my job. So I'm sure someone out there can understand. So we have $2,100 in new house. Next up is taxes, and this is for my property taxes, and I'm adding 20. I currently have 120 in the bank, so I have 100 here. It's actually 120. It's kind of a long story, but I have 120 in the bank and then 40 in cash. So technically I have 160 in property taxes. It's because the interest that I earn on my savings account is going into my property tax bucket. So what I have in the actual account is more than I have in my envelope, but it really doesn't matter. It's not that serious. Next up is self-care, which is going to be getting 20. We're at 20, 40, and 60 in self-care. And I usually use this for getting my hair done. I'm a bottle blonde and I get my hair done every 8 weeks. So that's usually what I use my self-care money on, unless I need makeup, which usually comes out of there too. And then lastly is travel, which is getting 20, and we are at 20, 40, 60 in travel. I don't have any trips planned as of right now. I am considering going somewhere for my birthday in October, but obviously we have a long time until that happens, so I'm just gonna add money to this, and if I use it, cool. If not, I'll just keep letting it add up. I would like to go somewhere at some point this year. I know I just went to New Mexico, but I want to go somewhere warm, but we'll see. No, solidified plans at this time. Okay, I have some dollars for the dollar jar, and I'm not gonna count them. I'm just gonna fold them up and put them in here so that when we count it in the future, it'll be a surprise. So that's what that's looking like so far. That is a wrap on this week's video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I hope I'm not being too much of a Debbie Downer. I'm just discouraged with this house journey. It's been a long one, and I feel like I've been doing everything that I'm supposed to. I have no debt. My credit score is almost 760. It's 758 technically. I have no debt, good credit score, savings in the bank. I've done everything that I'm supposed to do, and it's still not enough. So it's frustrating, but I'm just gonna keep going. I don't know what my next steps are or what, I don't know. I really don't know, but I hope you stick around to find out. I upload these videos every Thursday, so I hope you do subscribe and stick around for more because I don't know, maybe I'll buy a house someday, who knows, but I will carry you guys along the journey no matter what. So thank you so much for watching, guys. I hope you have a great rest of your week and a great weekend, and I will see you guys very soon. Bye.